Hey there, folks. It's been a little while if you're a WWE even, since that's essentially called 2K15 2K Showcase fan. But I'm Mysterious JG, and at long last I'm back to play the last, by which I mean first, 2K Showcase mode. Now, in the world of LPing, I'd already shown you the Hall of Pain, the Path of the Warrior, then one more match. Best friends, bitter enemies. But the ultimate longest one of these ever, as long as Path of the Warrior and Hall of Pain put together, and then some, Hustle, Loyalty, and Disrespect. It's time to show this because I'm starting to see advertisements for WWE2K15, and while I don't particularly expect to buy that game, I figured I should probably finish up the WWE 2K15 2K Showcase LP. So this begins with what a lot of people thought was the highlight of the whole dang thing, at least in ring. I guess I'll try to let the in-game cinematics speak for themselves. As we see CM Punk and John Cena both drifting towards and then away from us. CM Punk's time is up. Will he leave WWE as champion? I guess we'll find out. But yeah, boy, if I was ever gonna hit a copyright strike with these videos, and I've hit them before with like random bits of WWE footage, some are okay, others are not. I wonder how much of this you'll be able to see. Let's find out.
On June 20th, 2011, three men battled for a chance to challenge John Cena for his WWE Championship.
Alberto Del Rio, Rey Mysterio, CM Punk the winner. Will face John
CM Punk the winner.
WWE Championship.
The other two, the losers. I hate losers, I'm a winner.
Mysterio, will he be #1 contender at Punk? CM
Ow.
Punk saving it. CM Punk is #1 contender.
But a shot at the gold was not enough for CM Punk. Punk was determined to ignite a spark of change in the WWE.
Brutal honesty I'm known for. July 17th is the day my contract with World Wrestling Entertainment comes to an end.
What?
When the clock strikes midnight, I am leaving. And I am leaving with the WWE Championship.
TikTok, folks.
John
TikTok.
Cena goes one-on-one with R-Truth in a tables match.
To bring about the change he
So
sought
R-Truth has
his
moved down the
opponent,
card a bit since
best
this
in the
point.
world, set his sights on the champion.
Punk doing out here?
You can't see that table when your back is turned.
Going at it. And look at Truth.
Wearing a Stone Cold shirt.
Punk has cost Cena the match. He don't care what he does right now, I don't think.
The WWE Universe was about to
So
learn
yeah, lame ass setup,
the most dangerous men.
but it went to like probably the most famous promo in the last 20 years.
There's one thing you're better at than I am, and that's kissing Vince McMahon's ass.
Do I have everybody's attention now?
The only thing that's real is me. Oops, I'm breaking the fourth wall. For almost 6 years, I have proved to everybody in the world that I am the best on this microphone, in that ring, and I'd like to think that maybe this company will be better after Vince McMahon's dead.
If CM Punk defeats you, he's gonna walk out of here. I'm gonna be embarrassed.
This iconic battle at Money in the Bank was CM Punk's proving ground.
You beat to your own drum, but in the path to doing
You don't
things you
beat
wanna
to
do,
your
you're
own
outside of
drum.
everything.
I am the underdog, and you is what you hate. You're a dynasty.
The stakes had never been higher.
He didn't just call them a dynasty, he called them the New York Yankees.
This was Punk's chance to make history.
Say goodbye to the WWE title, and say goodbye to CM Punk.
Vince McMahon's angry. So let's take a quick pause for the cause here. That was an odd little video package. They really diced it up. But if you were watching wrestling at the time, that whole storyline, and particularly that, quote, pipe bomb promo, as it's come to be known, CM Punk himself apparently hates the term pipe bomb because it just became this catchphrase. But, yeah, that was actually a lot more impactful than that made it look. That little video montage made it look like approximately as compelling as Mark Henry and Big Show cutting dueling promos leading up to their pay-per-view match. But the whole CM Punk thing was actually a pretty damn big deal. They did little sound clips here and there, but other than CM Punk saying John Cena kisses Vince McMahon's ass, I'm the best. The one really shocking line that grabbed the crowd's attention that they did include was CM Punk saying that he hopes that this company will improve once Vince McMahon's dead. But, I mean, the lead-in to that was, there was a lot of stuff Mr. Punk said that kind of got people excited, because it's the sort of things that people talk about on the internet, and they're like exposés that, you know, the fans, other than the small kids, they know wrestling's fake, but they like to talk about, like, you know, oh, I know what's really going on, and like, oh, the politics backstage, and did you know that John Cena only defeated Kevin Owens at whatever pay-per-view because Kevin Dunn thinks that Kevin Owens is fat and that they can't market him and blah blah. That kind of behind-the-scenes politic, and so Punk was making allusions to that, and to the fact that, you know, Vince McMahon only likes steroided-up morons. I think he said something along those lines. I might be confusing multiple, quote, shoot promos. But, yeah, the big frickin' deal in all this was, mostly lines that they didn't include in that little montage. But it's also just the idea, in real life, it was known that CM Punk's contract was expiring, and that was actually scheduled to be his last show. His last mode, because there's a message about rest mode going up at the top of the screen. And so they built it into storyline, and they made it quite interesting. And, you know, I won't give it away because it goes in an interesting direction. But the real thing is, this game doesn't do it justice, although they try. They don't ignore that it happened. But, you know, if you're at all interested in wrestling but never saw that promo, then, yeah, get on YouTube and look up CM Punk original pipe bomb promo. And make sure that CM Punk sitting legs crossed Indian style at the top of the entry ramp with occasional shots of John Cena in the ring having been put through a chair, or else you're looking at the wrong promo. But it was pretty good. And the entrance to this pay-per-view match, Money in the Bank, the pay-per-view was in Chicago, CM Punk's hometown. Chicago and New York and Philadelphia, a couple of other cities in the Northeast. So Chicago and a couple of cities in the American Northeast are known for having crowds that are really hostile towards your so-called white meat babyface, especially John Cena, and they tend to root for the bad guys. Canada has, for years, had this bizarro world thing going where they would boo the good guy and cheer the bad guy, specifically if the bad guy was Canadian or European. They would boo good guys if the good guy relied on American patriotism to be a good guy in the U.S., and it's kind of fair that Canadian fans would boo that. But yeah, in Chicago in particular, and in New York, Philadelphia, some of the other big northeastern cities, crowds were really hostile towards John Cena. And if you watch wrestling now, there's this dueling "Let's go Cena, Cena sucks" chants that are, you know, it's so prevalent now that it's been years since they tried to pretend that wasn't happening. But at the actual Money in the Bank pay-per-view, that's worth just going and finding the match online and watching the intros, because the crowd, like, the place explodes when CM Punk's music hits, even though he's been promoted as the bad guy who's trying to, first of all, he's quitting. He's leaving because he doesn't care about his fans, and he's going to win the title as he goes as a big F you to the company. So while the television plays up the fact that he's spitting on, like, the legacy of everyone from Bruno Sammartino to Hulk Hogan to Steve Austin and blah, 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 when they go to Chicago, he's a freaking god. And more than that, it's the most, like, anti-Cena crowd ever, other than maybe that one ECW One Night Stands pay-per-view. So I'm just throwing that out there because I don't know the game's quite going to capture it, but they'll do their best. And let's move on. There's something extra creepy about the CM Punk model in this game. I mean, CM Punk is a guy who has a kind of a unique look, but in this game he just looks like a freak. His eyes are super creepy in this game. And I think Booker T, who is not voice captured for this game, was also on commentary. Maybe he's the one who said it. One of them said something about it would be like if the Chicago Bears were playing in the Super Bowl and it was in Chicago. Which would probably get more reaction than CM Punk would, but I think they have an outdoor stadium, so it wouldn't sound as loud. Well, in fairness, I think the crowd noise mix is different from usual. They are presenting us with the fact that this crowd was really fucking loud cheering for CM Punk. Of course, they were chanting CM Punk, and this is just generic cheering, but still. So yeah, folks, he's the bad guy. Now they got the CM Punk chant going. And I think he went out and like hugged his mom in the front row or something too, which is kind of fun. The bad guy hugging his mom in the front row of the crowd, but they don't show that. So I think they will at least have Cena get booed.
Tonight, John Cena has walked into a sea of proverbial sharks. No one has ever faced circumstances like this. Not only is his WWE title on the line, King, but think about this. The history, the legacy, the future of this entire company rests on the shoulders of that man. I don't know. It may be just more pressure than John Cena can handle.
Yeah, guy, but this is Booker T, and I'll see you too, man. Yeah, so they don't quite capture it, but they do pretty good. But the thing is, you'd have to watch it, folks. It was, if you've never seen this match, and even if you don't particularly feel like watching the entire match, it's a pay-per-view main event, so it went on for like 20 minutes. But just the ring introductions and the championship announcement at the beginning, insane. It gives you goosebumps just to hear that kind of passion of that larger group of people.
The WWE Championship.
I'll hold off, but CM Punk's tats are really odd in this game.
From Chicago, Illinois, weighing 222 pounds, CM Punk. And his opponent from West Newbury, Massachusetts, weighing 240 pounds, he is the current WWE Champion, John Cena.
And ladies and gentlemen, it's all about the WWE.
But he didn't go, yeah, Cena, like he usually does.
Mr. McMahon's father, Vince Sr., back in 1963. That's right, and CM Punk wants to take it from the WWE.
Just like 2K Sports was forced to take his Cobra logo tattoo and Pepsi logo tattoo. Yes, you watch, you will notice that on CM Punk's right shoulder,
Here we go. Will this be CM Punk's?
he has this very odd looking kind of, he's got all these tats, like a sleeve tattoo, where there's this kind of big plain flesh, like no ink in the middle of his, I don't know what you want to call it, but it's like, you know, the section of arm beneath his shoulder, above his elbow, right around his shoulder. It's pretty much where you would get like, you know, if you ever got like an anthrax, you know, the injections they give you to protect you against like anthrax and stuff. They put it right there. That's what I always associated with. He's got this kind of weird gap, and there's this red kind of symbol around it because he has, and I don't understand what his tats mean, and I don't have to. I mean, he got the tats. That's, it's cool. He can tattoo whatever he wants on himself. I don't have to get it. But he has like the Cobra logo on his right shoulder and a bunch of other stuff, and on his left shoulder he has a Pepsi logo. I never heard an explanation for why he has the Cobra logo tattooed. At some point, somebody explained, like, oh yeah, they asked CM Punk why he has the Pepsi logo tattooed on his left shoulder, and he just said, I really like Pepsi. So apparently that's why. But if you look, I guess Pepsi's copyrighted, and there was some kind of issue for 2K Sports, so he just has this kind of circle that's half blue and half red, but it's not like the Pepsi logo. And on the other side, I don't know why they just removed the Cobra logo, but there's that. Anyway, so it's 2K Showcase mode. I haven't played this game since the last time I recorded, and it's been months. So it's going to take a little while to figure out how to do anything here. But I have to defeat John Cena by pinfall. I need to critically damage Cena. And,
ultimate moment to disgrace WWE. Will he leave the company?
Well, I remember how to defend anyway. So I'm already ahead of, like, Darkside Phil or whatever his name is. Sorry, saw a video of him playing this game poorly, which, was a thing.
If CM Punk loses, we riot.
I think it was, it was Booker T who pointed that out. Poor Booker T.
Squeezing down on the head. CM Punk making a move.
Chain wrestling can be interesting to watch. Not that exciting to play, as it turns out. Oh man, he's damaging the arm. I wanted him to go after the head, but whatever.
Wow, look at that great flexibility. Ask any superstar what their favorite arena is, and nearly every one of them will tell you this one here tonight.
Although John Cena might not say that.
Coupled with the crowd's intense passion for WWE that makes this place electric. Yeah, but you know what? By the end of the night,
we're gonna get down to Electric Avenue.
Listen to this crowd. They want to see CM Punk walk away with the WWE.
Isn't there a way to do like a submission on him while he's down, I thought?
Pouring on the aggression. Hey now! You hear how his leg connected? What a reversal!
Yeah, that works.
Planted him with a DDT.
Okay, there you go. Dragon Sleeper will damage the head. I gotta get something critical.
Everything in his power to keep this title here. What I don't agree with is how Mr. McMahon put extra pressure on John Cena.
Well, no, John Cena's a big baby who's going to start crying and wetting himself. I mean, he's proven that with his many, overcoming all odds victories. Okay, so I've got to do a top rope signature move. And I remember when I first got the game, failing at this a lot. So I'm hoping that I can do it quite easily here, but for whatever reason, it just wasn't working. Get up there, you. Damn it, Punk. Get up there, you quitter. Quieter. Oop, oh, well, that wasn't the right button. I blame you, CM Punk, you quieter. Okay, so this is a cinematic, and probably... Yeah, that's right, I remember this. Because I kept getting this far and then losing. But you have to do this so that you can fail and get destroyed. Oh, I thought he was going to go for the AA, and then I thought he might go for the Samoan drop. Or is he going to tap the square button and thereby escape? See, there's the Cobra logo. It's actually in the front of his, there's the fake Pepsi logo. Okay, so I don't actually want to win here.
And there's the release. What's going to happen now?
I don't know what's going to happen now. Now I got to critically damage him. Okay. And I probably want to have a finisher ready to go. Okay.
I don't like the way this is starting to look, Cole. I'm not sure John Cena can overcome having the fate of the entire company on his shoulders. Can you imagine if he loses here to Punk? You know, we asked that same...
See, that doesn't seem fair that he got the magical comeback button, but that's kind of how it goes, John Cena. Also, walking in place over your head is a big John Cena spot, especially with the chuck and jive to the head. This guy would never be able to beat Death's Head. What the hell's wrong with you, Cena? Oh, crap.
That'll get you some attention. He's begging for it.
Well, looks like I'm about to lose this here. Oh, no, I escaped.
Incredible counter.
Now it's my turn to do the get up and get hit with my finisher dance. And possibly his turn to counter.
Oh, and a GTS.
No, but it's cinematic, so I still don't get to defeat him. Completely out of the Ring King? You mean the NES boxing title that wasn't Punch-Out?
If Cena's counted out, he'll retain the championship. And Punk knows that. And Punk's got to get Cena back in the ring before Cena's counted out to have any chance at winning the title. You're right about that, but that's 240 pounds of dead weight, but he gets him back in.
Oh man, I've been losing weight recently, but I still weigh more than John Cena, and I do not have his musculature.
The executive vice president of talent relations,
John Laurinaitis got involved in the storyline because he was a backstage guy that CM Punk specifically called out as being an asshole, and therefore he became part of the storyline. So it's kind of interesting how art imitates life. Here's an art imitates life thing too. This is a real deal back in Montreal, of course. That wasn't. I'm sorry. The look on Compy McMahon's face, like, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry that your lips don't match up with what you're saying. And now I just win.
CM Punk is getting ready here.
Hey, I'm supposed to... Oh, I don't have a... Oh no, I went for the Anaconda Vice? Ah, fudge. I'm supposed to win with a GTS. In the actual match, John Cena just rolls back into the ring after admonishing Vince McMahon and wanders right into the GTS, aka the Go to Sleep. That would be CM Punk's finisher.
Oh, how do you do that? Man, that one rocked him. CM Punk is scaling the ropes.
Get up, you son of a bitch. Alright, I'm not gonna wait.
Whoa, a tremendous move.
I don't remember. He's got kind of pain in the ass to use Shining Wizard Bulldog. Yeah, you've got to either get a guy in the corner or get a guy down and go up top to do a signature with CM Punk. So he's a fun character to play. His signatures are a little bit of a hassle to set up compared to people who just, you know, just do a signature. Okay, but I got a finisher anyway by getting to 150. Is he going to counter? I thought he was going to counter for a second. And I bloodied him. Nice. There you go. That was like a friggin' impossibility for me when I first got the game. I kept getting the GTS reversed and getting pinned. I'm sad. Lumpy-faced McMahon is not happy. His shoulder pads in his suit shares pain. We're gonna edit this out of the show, right? I knew I should never have gone live.
Give me that Alberta ladder. Come on, cash it in. Get Alberta ladder now. Come on, let's go.
Del Rio, the Money in the Bank winner, and Del Rio's going to come down and try to cash it in for the title. Oh, look out! Desperate times for Mr. McMahon, but Punk caught him with a roundhouse kick.
One roundhouse kick isn't enough to defeat him. You got to use that as the last hit in a combo, CM Punk. Jumping strong punch, fierce short kick, roundhouse. Check it out, Kozlov is behind Punk. I love WWE. Another famous thing that happened in this was the fact that some fan, like Punk is celebrating in the crowd. It's a great visual, but some fan is like really like touching on him too much and getting on his nerves, and he fucking elbows the guy in the face. It's pretty awesome. Well, let's do that later, folks. But right now, well, we're gonna call it a video. Real quick parting thought on this for those who were not watching wrestling at the time, and I actually wasn't. I went back and saw some of this later. What made this pretty exciting for people is, yeah, it was pretty much assumed that, yeah, they're really going to get a big payday out of the CM Punk last match, because he certainly had gotten folks fired up, but I think until very late, it never got out that CM Punk had signed any kind of contract. And, you know, it's not a spoiler for you guys that CM Punk's coming back, because this is part 1 of a 19-part WWE 2K15 story mode. But, yeah, the audience honestly thought that CM Punk was going to be done after this match. So everyone was like, wow, what a great final feud he's having. But clearly he's going to lose to John Cena at this pay-per-view. And he didn't. And then he did not come out the next night on Raw and announce that he had a new contract either. So it was pretty exciting for people. But that does beg the question, what did happen next? Well, you're going to find out what happened next time, if you didn't already know. So I'm the Mysterious JG. I want to thank you guys for watching. Please tune in next time for part 2 of Hustle, Loyalty, Disrespect, a.k.a. John Cena's Sexy High School Adventure. Bye-bye.